Hi there. Good afternoon. This is Janet with Janet and Patches. And today we're going to play it cool and we're inside. And today, as every day, I pray that you are having and creating an awesome day because it is only you and you alone that determines your day, your hour, your emotions, and your thoughts, and your future, what tomorrow's going to be, because it's all what we create in our imagination. And not only do we create that, but then it's like we actually are living it because we are believing it. So if you are believing for, say, a very popular one is your special person, someone to love you and for you to love, and somebody to communicate with and just have fun with, just enjoy each other's company. Okay, that also just comes from one thing. It comes from love. Everything, the whole universe is based on one thing, and it's benevolence. It is love. It is that unconditional love. And we fight it tooth and nail, and we say, oh, that's just too simple. And we just get all flustered and blustered and everything else like that because it's just too simple. Well, it's just so simple that you, if you don't believe it, are just bypassing it. And that is the biggest problem. I have so many people that I know that are wonderful, beautiful people, but their lives are not very happy, and they have sickness and things like that. That's because they just don't know, and they just don't believe that they are so incredibly unconditionally loved. And if you don't love yourself, if you don't accept that love, you're not accepting, the universe, Father God, Father, Mother God, your creator, the essence of who you are. And you were created and manifested, out of this love. And oh, here he is. Okay, hold on. He's doing this a lot lately. There he is. Say hi, Patches. Okay, let's get off, sweetie. Come on, off. There we go. Such as that's what. Yeah, okay, gotta sit down. Gotta sit. Patch, sit. Good boy. Okay, sorry about that. But see, even puppy dogs, what do they want? They want to know that they are loved. They're probably the most loyal creatures on the earth. They love you unconditionally. But on the other hand, they want to be held, they want to be petted, they want their treats, they want to know that you approve of them, and things that whether they screw up or not, you still love them. And that's the way it is. It is your Father God always loves you, and he wants so much for you to open your heart up to receive that love. Because once you start receiving and believing that unconditional love for you, you know what? You are able to believe and just be that SP, those finances, that health, that wisdom, that everything that you ever wanted or needed, it's all there. It's all there. But you don't believe you're worthy because you just don't even believe that you are unconditionally loved. And that's what this is all about. This Earth School is all about, is us discovering, that we are just so unconditionally loved. And when you know you're just so unconditionally loved, nothing is impossible because you just know, I'm so loved. Nothing, and dreams, you're able to dream and create and just enjoy life. You know, a little kid, he just goes around bumping into things and having a great time. He's so simple, but he knows that he is just unconditionally loved. Same as a puppy dog. They just know they're unconditionally loved. No, I don't mean to insult you, but that is the key, I guess you just say, to everything in life, is having and knowing that you are just unconditionally loved. And that is the greatest secret that isn't a secret, but that is the greatest, I would say, stronghold, which is preventing mankind, humanity as a whole, to continue living in unforgiveness, bitterness, anger, wars, greed, you know, all that stuff. It all comes from one thing. It's because they don't know that they are just so unconditionally loved. When you're unconditionally loved, you know what? Forgiveness is so easy. It not only takes a burden off of you, but it releases other people too. But when I say forgive, I mean forgive and forget. That's what your Father God, Creator, does. You know, you just go, you know, I screwed up. And Father God said, I didn't see it. I don't know it. And so you forget. You forgive and you forget. That is what love does. Love loves unconditionally, and you forgive and you forget. You're not offended because you're just so engulfed in this beautiful love of God for you. You want an SP? You become that love that you want. You become that person you want. And it's so easy. It's so childlike. But we're too sophisticated, you know. That's just child stuff. Well, it's been written, unless you become as a child, you shall no way enter the kingdom of heaven. What is the kingdom of heaven? It's the presence. It's the presence of God. And that's why it's so easy to come into this presence. Love, joy, and peace, everything, you know. It's so easy because you just know I'm loved. And you just know that Father God, grace, is watching out for you all the time. But like so much of it, you don't accept it, you don't believe it, so you have put the walls up. And so you're trying to, by force, you're forcing your life to be what you want it to be, instead of, you know what? I'm just so loved by God, and you know what? God put his goodwill and desire within me, and you know what? I am unconditionally loved. I am blissfully married. I am prosperous beyond my imagination. I am divine health, and I am wisdom, and I am discernment. You are everything that you want because God is in you, and that God in you wants to, I guess, manifest everything that is in you to do and to be. And it all starts with learning to just, I am so loved by God. Sit there, feel uncomfortable, but just sit there and go, I am so loved by God. I am loved. I am loved. In the beginning, like I've said before, it'll feel stupid, childlike. You feel like a fool. More than anything else, you feel just so uncomfortable. But go for it. Go for it. Because that is what it's all about. You are so unconditionally loved. So until tomorrow, practice. I am so loved. I am loved. Mwah. I love you, and we will see you tomorrow. Practice it. Bye.